Hello everyone, my name is Zenitsu and I'm back with another Buddy Finance video. So today I'm going to be talking about the state of the Buddyfight secondary market as far as I can tell, and kind of explain a little bit on the behavior and what's going on. The first big thing to talk about with the secondary market is, yes, it did soften up or weaken due to the news of the game's upcoming cancellation and the lack of support coming to the game. But that doesn't necessarily mean the whole secondary market has collapsed as of this moment. I don't necessarily think the secondary market will just straight up collapse at all, because people still like the game. People still are going to buy, trade, and sell cards. And when they do that, the cards will hold, some value. Will it be as much as when the game was supported? Probably not, but that being said, certain cards will still just have innate value. Obviously, right now, I think that the secondary market has reached a stabilization point where card prices are stopping or slowing down on their fluctuation, and they are starting to level out and normalize. So Grace of the Sun Deity is a great example of this. When the news first hit that the game was no longer going to be supported, this card dropped immediately to about as low as $4 a card when it was originally priced at around $10 to $15. And now, as we can see, the price has stabilized to be at about $8 to $10. So is it as strong as it once was? No, but it's still normalized and bounced back and recovered to a degree. This kind of effect is happening throughout the whole Buddyfight market, where cards are dropping in price and then finding their new price point and leveling out at that new price point. And whether that is a drop or an increase is to be determined based on the card and based on how the secondary market is reacting to what is going to be the last set, Buddy Ragnarok. So as an example, we have Damilord Zerberos, and he is a card that actually got more expensive. So the reason why he got more expensive is because he was already relatively hard to find, because a lot of his initial stock has been flushed through the secondary market, and whatever is left, people are trying to buy up. So he was originally holding at around $15 to $20 a card, because he was basically the center point and the most important card in the entire Max Dragon deck. And with Buddy Ragnarok, that deck actually gets a lot better, so now the attention is put back onto him, and now that the attention is back onto him, his price is increasing as he is becoming harder to find. And a lot of these core or important cards are kind of acting along the same route, where if the card was originally hard to find, it's only going to become harder to find. So this is just a prime example of a card actually holding and gaining value. Whether it's going to sell at this price is to be determined or not, but the fact that the price is increasing, and it's not only just on Damilord Zerberos, it's on a couple of other cards, is definitely a testament to how the secondary market is reacting. So as a whole, the secondary market definitely is holding its own. I actually think we're going to see a slow uptick in card prices as people are preparing for their final decks. They're trying to buy in according to what Buddy Ragnarok is going to be updating. And speaking of Buddy Ragnarok, I think that set is going to be a very short printed set, because a lot of the distributors have already stopped supporting the game, and that will already inherently limit the amount of Buddy Ragnarok that's going to be coming out. Again, all at least in the US. And I also think that the current state of the global pandemic also is going to make that set a little bit more scarce, as people don't necessarily have the money to buy as much as they want or need of that set. And I think that set, the prices are going to be pretty interesting considering everything is fixed. Obviously, there's going to be the better cards, or the more played cards or more popular cards are going to have a higher price tag, where the not so good cards or the lesser played cards are going to have the lower price tag. But overall, I think the set is going to be a very solid set, because just based on the whole situation, I think as people want to build their final decks, people will need cards from that set, and with such low supply of that set going to be coming, at least as far as I can gather, I definitely think that the set is definitely going to hold its own and still be worth buying. So that's kind of the quick rundown on what I think of the secondary market. And just as a friendly reminder, I do have a shop over on TCG Player. So feel free to buy anything that I have for Buddyfight on TCG Player. I try to keep my prices relatively consistent and competitive. And I am still running a Solar Strife special, where if you buy any card I have from Solar Strife, then I will include a free disaster card along with your order at random while supplies last. So that's kind of all I have for this video. As always, feel free to tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next video.